Yeah, welcome. This is a short heads up information on what's going on in the cycles area at when to trade, just to give you a short update and heads up. So let's start with one of the updates we pushed out. I think it was here at the end of August. Where we showed you about an interesting cycle and sentiment alignment in the gold and silver markets. So this is the live post. And I really recommend you to analyze the psych signal sentiment raw data, which you can chart with the when to trade platform. So this is the sentiment score here. And the dynamic cycle analysis pointed us to a market low at the 29th of August, where this was posted. We did some cross-check with the price cycles on gold and silver. They also have been in alignment with the bottoming. They are more chart on a weekly and silver chart. So this is why I put no comment in, because these cycle charts spoke a clear message on an important upturn, which was imminent at the end of August. So let's start with this way and let's see how this projection has worked out in real time. So what we need now is the price. This is the price chart of silver. So the forecast, the projection of gold, the projection was done on end of August. So here we told that we would expect a market up run here at this point in time here. So let's just mark it on the chart. I think this was somewhere here at this time. We didn't catch the real low, but then the upturn started afterwards. So the entry point was a real interesting signal here, and now what comes into play, what I always emphasize on, that we talk about dynamic cycles. So the projection here showed us about an up run into the end of November. So the expected top, so the estimated time of arrival would be end of November if you look at this cycle from a static point of view. But as you know, I always teach you, we don't talk about static cycles, we talk about dynamic cycles, and therefore you have to monitor the markets day by day with the Dynamic Cycle Explorer. So however, let's do that and check that. So next step is now here we have the when to trade chart with the cycle. This is today. So this is the gold sentiment data from Psych Signal, which is imported here. This is the Dynamic Cycle Explorer, and now let's go back to 29th of August, where we started with this public forecast here. So this was somehow the low projection where we did the public post with the up run in the expected area of November here. So one thing you have to do is you have to follow this day by day. So as sentiment data moves, you see here the expected top is coming a little bit more to the left. So you see here, if you follow it day by day, that the expected top would be more early in from this projection here. So you would not wait until end of November. The projection is already updated to the time of end of October. Now you see it spikes now even more. So we would expect here the top to be on the 25th of October here. So this analysis at the beginning of at the end of September, so 1 month after we did this forecast at the end of August. So now we have end of September today, as you see in this projection. And now the updated top for this cycle is now projected to come in on the 25th of October. So you see here how important the dynamic cycle analysis is, that you get the updated projection of highs and lows here. So you go, and now it stays more stable, to see, okay, it moves a little bit to the right, but however, the the expected top should be in here. Now we have the 26th of October, and now you see we are in the topping area of this cycle here. So if you follow this dynamic cycle on sentiment, so we follow here the sentiment cycle, not the price cycle, you would be aware that at the end of October the top arrived already in gold. So this is important to follow the dynamic cycle. So at the end of October, this is somewhere in this area here, we would have been aware of that we already reached a cycle top again here. So we catch this upturn here, and we didn't wait until end of November or December from the static projection, because this would fail. And this is what I teach you all day, that static cycle projections fail on the right side of the chart. So by following the dynamic cycle, you would have been aware at the end of October that the high was already reached. So you put in your stops, you close your trade, or you secure your profits, whatever your trading strategy is. But we catch this upturn very nicely until the period of end of October. So this is what we're doing with sentiment data right now. So we're doing a lot of research on this data, and I just can recommend to you, please follow this analysis, follow the research, because it will be valued if you do your analysis. I think if you follow the platform. But we're doing a lot more together with the Psych Signal team. We do real great stuff to make it more easy to read it, and I will give you a short preview or sneak preview on what we are doing there. So we have coded so-called sentiment cycles dashboard views, which are not available to the public, and it's in research mode right now because it's a very fresh strategy here. So all what you've seen in the winter trade platform can be done automatically in the background by some bots or technology stuff. So we can analyze now the cycles on price and sentiment and automatically in the background, and we have defined rules which give us a visual interpretation of the cycles. So a red line just indicates that we have a top arrival or a top situation in the markets, and the green line shows us that we have a bottoming area. So to make it more easy to read all the cycle stuff what you've seen on the chart here. This is not a continuous view, so if you have a close look up to the dates, like here for this example here, there's no entry between end of August and end of October. So you will only see lines here in this dashboard view once an alert shows up, and it does not mean that every day you see a line here, so this makes it interesting to read it here. I will not explain all details, but in general what we are doing here and what every cycle analyst is doing or should do is to have a clear view on the cycle reading. So in general what we are looking for is not really on the full cycle projection. So we are looking for the green areas here where we would look out for interesting opportunities to go long in the market. So once we are in the green area, it's interesting to spot out for opening new long positions here, or just closing short positions. However, you adjust your trading strategy. And in the red section, we are looking to open new short positions, or at least would close our running long positions. So this is what the green and the red indication shows us in the dashboard view. And this is done on price and sentiment, because what we are looking for is we are looking for situations, what we also call a phasing score, where we have two cycles in alignment. Let's say we have a long-term cycle and a short-term cycle, which are both in that topping area, which gives us a valid score here. Other cycle situations where we have this here now going down, this going up this cycle, this is not a valid projection here. So you will see no entry in the dashboard view at all. So this is a filtering mechanism. The phasing score is a filtering mechanism to only allow lines where we have long and short-term cycles in alignment. So if we have these four situations, only one situation would pass an entry in the dashboard view. So we have cycle phasing, where we put long and short-term cycles into play, and the dashboard in addition has the price and sentiment score. So what you see here is we see the current sentiment cycle status, which is the bottom arrival, and we see the price cycle status. And if they are both in alignment, then we get an colored entry here with some additional information on phasing. But it makes it very easy to read. And what's interesting here in this table, once we look out for changes in trend, and this is where the first new line of another color shows up here. And to go back to our example here, we saw, I mean, the dashboard, I posted the chart on the end of August. I think this is here also, this information here, where we saw this green light uptrend stating. But the dashboard already gave us this information at the mid of August period. So the mid of August period has been somewhere here. So our dashboard already gave us the entry point here much more early from this point of view. And now the interesting point is that, I mean, you have seen it's hard to follow day by day the dynamic cycles. Now the interesting question would be, when showed the first red flashing column up? And this column showed up with the top arrival warning and a top departure warning on the price on the 24th of October. So the 24th of October on the price chart was exactly, let's have a look, 24th was here. So exactly at this point here, the dashboard switched over to the top arrival score. So this was the top level warning at this point here from the dashboard. So if we would just follow our dashboard view, the dashboard gave us this indication as a real entry and real exit from the alignment of price cycles, sentiment cycles, and short and long-term cycles. So, and this is no guessing or subjective reading of dynamic cycles on the chart. This is the very clear message of the dashboard we are currently developing on. So it showed you the first entry on the 16th of August, which was this year in the live chart, and the exit of this was the 24th of October, which was this point here. Not only was it a great long trade, I mean, you see, if you have gone short at this point here, you have catched this wonderful short move on gold here too. So this is what we're currently working on. This is not public right now, so we need to validate it a little bit more before we will make this available for some special clients and customers like you. But I mean, the background technology you have already. The background technology are dynamic cycles on price and sentiment cycles. This is just another form of how to visualize this. And now to close this short session here, to give you an update on how it not only performed, I mean, I just showed you this entry here and this exit here on the 24th of October. If you highlight these switch points on the chart, this was the trade which I showed you now on the dashboard. So the entry on mid of August and the exit on the 27th of October here. So the signal before came in on the 26th, and today we have now the low projection in. Sorry, you can't see the screen. Here's the chart now. So if you have a look at how the signals played out. Here, sorry, I have to be careful. This is the chart I want to share with you. Yeah, you see here that this was the chart or the signals I've talking with you, but there have been more signals on the dashboard. So the dashboard showed us in gold for the last 6 months, showed us these. In the end, it has been 4 trades, because now on the 17th of December, it showed us to exit this short signal here. This was the trading view from the dashboard, and it has been real trade signals with clear messages from the sentiment cycles view. So yeah, we'll close the session is that you have an idea on what we're working here at When to Trade together with the Psych Signals team, just to give you a heads up and what you could expect to can somehow show up in 2016. We have to do some work on validation, on market readable. I mean, you know that we won't push out anything just because it worked once. We need to be sure that it's really working. However, what you should do, and what I would suggest to you, dig into the dynamic cycles topic on sentiment, because even if you've seen these dashboard signals here, they rely on the dynamic cycle analysis. So anyhow, if this shows up next year somehow to you or to some clients in a special case, you need to understand about the dynamic cycles, because the background is what we have at When to Trade for the last 5 years. So nothing changed. There are no new tools or black boxes out there. They are just putting sentiment data into the mix, which I've shown you where the inside clients have access to. You can do it on your own. Now make it more readable to visualize sentiment cycles, price cycles, alignment of long and short-term cycles in alignment with a colorful dashboard view. This is what we have. This is what we're working on. So have a nice Christmas season, and we will see you together next year. Bye.